All right guys, Josh here. We've got the tractor hooked up to the planter. We're in the shop going through some things. I have Zach.
Yep, so Zach Vincent, Flying V Agri Services out of Long Island, Kansas. Today we're going to be going over the 3 C's of your planter to get you set up for success on that first day of planting, because I think, as you've mentioned before, it is probably one of, if not the most important pass that you'll make on your ground this year. So we're going to talk about how to get it ready.
We're going to go through the 3 C's of planting. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's get started.
Hell yeah. All right, so what we'll start with,
The first C.
Okay, so the first C in the 3 C's of planting, we're gonna clean. We wanna make sure that we have that. You're probably going into wheat stubble, corn stalks, bean stubble. If you start getting that straw in, you're gonna start, it's gonna give something in that furrow to dry it out. And of course, we don't want that. We're trying to get that quick emergence. We're trying to get up and out of the ground so we can shade the ground quickly. Corn, you know, if you're planting corn, corn needs 30, I believe it's 33% of its weight. That seed's weight needs to be water. Beans, it's 50. If we have residue that's in that furrow, it's going to start wicking that moisture out. And that could be the difference between your beans getting up and out of the ground and having that nice consistent stand, or you going to church on a Sunday and praying for a rain because you just needed to get your seed out of the ground.
Yeah. Even strip till, that's probably been, so no-tilling beans into corn stalks. That's huge, because to clear all the debris out of the way for me. The other one is strip till, because if we strip till and we don't get a lot of moisture over the winter, we'll have clumps on top.
Right.
And so it's to knock some of those clods out of the way so that the planter ride is as even as possible, and we don't have this gauge wheel bouncing. Something.
Correct. And not only that, as you can see also on yours, so you're also running clean sweep. So having that air cylinder to keep a good consistent pressure on the ground, that's gonna give you that insurance knowing that something's not gonna come up, make that bounce, which then would mean you're not cleaning that row. So making sure that all your cylinders are in working order, none of them have gone bad or anything like that. It's gonna be super important to make sure that you're riding correct.
Even if you have just a manual set, just a simple yetter or something, it's just a pin. I had those before this planter, and just setting it all down on the shop floor, making sure they're all set evenly, properly. It doesn't take a lot of time, but man, it can sure help you when you're in the field. It's a lot easier to set something in here than it is out in the field.
Something, and you hit the nail on the head. Something as simple as just checking your pin selection. I mean, you got what, probably 8 or 9 holes on the sides to adjust. Takes you just a little bit of time with a floor jack or anything like that. Just check and make sure everything is consistent. Make sure we're not getting any warping in the holes with the pin. And then above all, also make sure your bearings are good, because I think we were checking one up here.
I got a bearing out over there.
So, which is great. We'd rather find it here in the shop than out in the field. But checking that your bearings are good is going to also make sure that we're staying consistent and we don't start bulldozing or scraping or anything like that, because we want everything to be nice and as consistent as possible.
The other thing that I have done in the past that I saw on, I don't know if it's probably social media, I've seen a guy take a bottle of soapy water and check his brake line fittings to make sure he doesn't have air leaks, because you may not hear it, it might be there. And then you get a cylinder that's funky, acting funky.
Exactly. Well, and then where are most of our air compressors mounted? They're mounted on the back. That could be the opportunity to catch a leak that's going to make your air compressor go bad because it's running too often.
While we're on that, make sure you clean the filter in your air compressor.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
They do not like dirt in
and drain the tanks, because you'll get moisture buildup in there.
Thank you for mentioning that. If your tank says drain daily, please at least try to remember to do it weekly.
Once a season?
Yes, at least. Thank you for bringing that up. Because yes, it's something as simple as that. Is if your air compressor starts not working, or there is a leak in the system, or a cylinder is out, that could mean the difference between a stand of you know, 28,000 or a stand of 20,000, all because we didn't have a row cleaner keeping consistent pressure and making sure that everything is moved out of the way.
Okay, that's the first of the 3 C's of going over your planter before planting season.
Correct.
Next. Guys, thanks for watching the content so far. If you would like to see more, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got all the full-length podcasts, other video information, tutorials on there. Also on all the major podcast platforms and social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So if you like this, go ahead and check more out on all those platforms.